minute to win it. The game show where quick thinking and a totally not rigged spinning wheel will determine your fate. I'm your host, Ananya, and tonight, 2 contestants will battle it out for glory, for cash, and the risk of a big splash. That's right, folks. It's high stakes, low mercy, and just the right amount of hydration. Now, it's time to spin the wheel. Wow! Negotiation! What are the odds? Seriously, what are the odds? Someone do the math. Let's meet our brave contestants. On the left, we have Anya, who needs to pay off all her parking tickets. And on the right, there's Arafi, who lost a bet to her dog. Let's get into it. All right, contestants, the first round is the speed round. I'll fire off rapid negotiation-related questions. You buzz, you answer, you score 10 points. You get it wrong, and your opponent gets a shot to steal. Are you ready?
Bring it on. I was born ready.
All right then, first question. What is negotiation?
It's a collective decision-making process that finds a solution for both parties.
Correct. What's the term for the lowest outcome a negotiator is willing to accept?
Reservation price.
Good job, point for Anya. What do you call the best prize a person hopes to get while still thinking the other party might agree?
Aspiration price.
Spot on. Point for Arafi. What is a DOPA and why is it important in a negotiation?
Zone of possible agreement, and it's the range between the 2 reservation prices so that both parties can strike a deal.
Boom. What does BATNA stand for?
Best alternative to a negotiated agreement.
Groovy. What's the primary goal of an integrative negotiation?
Win-win solution.
Dynamite. Now, folks, it's time for the last question of the round. What's the tendency to rely too heavily on the first piece of information offered in a negotiation?
Anchoring effect.
That's excellent. And that was the speed round, folks. It's neck and neck now, but things are about to get intense. Time for the punishment round. This round is special. Each contestant will get 1 question. Answer correctly, you keep your points and stay dry. Answer incorrectly, you lose 10 points, and well, you'll see. All right, Arafi, you're going first. In your own words, tell me the meaning of placebic information.
I think it's a justification given for a request that provides no new or substantive information. So I think people are more likely to comply with a request that has specific information rather than no justification.
Exactly. Now, it's Anya's turn. What is a 3D negotiation?
That's easy. A 3D negotiation is a negotiation approach that focuses on tactics and deal design.
That is incorrect. You've just described a 2D negotiation. The answer I was looking for is a negotiation approach that focuses on tactics, deal design, and setup, where setup involves shaping the negotiation context by influencing stakeholders, timing, and other external factors. You're getting splashed. Now it's time for the Situation Showdown. It's time for the final round. Higher stakes, higher points. I will give you a situation, and the first person to give me the right answer gets 20 points. Currently, Arafi's in the lead. Can Anya make a comeback? Are you ready to rumble? All right then. You're negotiating a freelance project. The client is willing to pay up to £3,500, but they start by offering you £3,200. Your minimum requirement is £3,000. What is the DOPA?
It's between the two reservation prices, so it has to be between 3,000 and 3,500.
Gorgelicious. Next question. You've agreed to buy a laptop for £1,200. Just before finalising the deal, you asked the salesperson, could you also throw in a laptop bag for that price? What tactic are you using?
Nibbling.
Superbulous. Last question. You're in a shop and the cashier asks you to donate exactly £2.62p to charity. This is an unusual request and throws you off. What technique is the barista using?
The peak technique.
Fantabulous! Wait, what? No. This just in, folks. For the first time ever in Minute to Win It history, we have a tie! And now it's time for the tiebreaker round. So now it's time for the ultimate question. The first one to win this wins all the cash. Your question is, name the authors who wrote the book Getting to Yes, Negotiating Without Giving In.
Tim Castle? Patrick King? Thomas Hills?
That is wrong. Anya, if you get this, you walk away with all the cash. Do you have what it takes?
Okay. Is it Roger Fisher and William Ury?
Unbelievable! That answer is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And with that, the winner is Anya! Congratulations! You've won cold hard cash and the title of Negotiation Nerd. Here's a tissue and some dignity. Arafie, a great effort. Maybe next time. And that's a Minute to Win It, where the stakes are high and the water is always, always cold.